Oh boy, Halsey's across the center of the drag strip. A 358.6 and big crash for Rudolf.
No,
a tremendous crash with 2 race cars involved now. That one came up late as Rudolph's car turns over and right there in front of the safety crew there on the scene immediately. A horrible end to that one, as you can see Halsey's car in the background and Jeff Rudolph's car being tended to right now by our safety crew.
Let's hope they get that fire out quick. That's about the last thing that you wanted to see out of those 2 cars.
Drivers are out of the car, we've been told. Jim Halsey is out of his car, I should clarify. They've reported from the top end that Halsey's out of his car.
It's a brand new car for Jeff Rudolf.
And for Halsey, it was new to start this season.
So let's see what happened here.
Halsey's got those deep orange flames, big wheels up there. He goes across the center line. You can see Rudolf. It looks like Rudolf might have put the burst panel out of it or something. Then Rudolph's car gets loose and turns over. And this is where it just goes completely cattywampus. He's on the roof. Halsey, you can see he's got the brakes locked up, trying to stop. And, man, the big impact there. Halsey's car skids to the left, and they end up tangled up together as Halsey's going to bounce off the left wall. You can see the fire on that impact, and they come back together. And the trajectory that you can see now, the parachutes or pieces flying off of Halsey's car. And there's that secondary impact of Rudolph's car. We're going to watch this from the big end now.
Yeah, in real speed. We'll just see how chaotic this was. We were talking about Halsey being out of his lane completely, and then seeing this out of Rudolf was just shocking. At first, I thought they made contact right there, but it looks like you said later, from that other vantage point, we could see that Halsey was well behind, but just trying to avoid Rudolf. I mean, that's one of the more crazy situations I've ever seen. So you've got Halsey behind Rudolf, then Rudolf in Halsey's lane. I mean,
and it's one of those things where, you know, Halsey did come across the center, but he didn't trigger this wreck. That had nothing to do. One had nothing to do with the other. So much happened on this run, and it all kind of happened independent of each other until it didn't.
No, and I mean, a guy experienced like Jim Halsey, when that happened, he got out of the groove.
Yeah.
He's not going to whip the car back over. He's trying to honestly avoid cones and really just float over there as the other guy is finishing out his pass, then get back in his lane. And then I'm sure just completely unexpected to see that happen with Rudolf right in front of him.
One more look at this. What I want to see here is when Rudolf he corrects the steering, because you're going to watch Rudolph's car is over by the wall. It didn't look like he locked up the brakes to me. It looked like he made a steering correction. I don't know if that was enough, because these cars are so minimal on downforce. I don't know if that was enough to upset it just to get the air underneath it.
It could have been. You know, it was very close to the wall. Maybe just as he lifted there, the weight shifted of the car. Something changed there, because he was in the and he was in the throttle. I don't know what he ran. We don't have the number back up here. 58. So he was in it all the way to the finish line, and then as soon as he went past the finish line, that thing just turned.